Good morning, everybody. I'd like to just say today, congratulations on your National Day of Russia. It's an honour to be asked to take part in this little video. But of course, I do feel like in my previous life I was a Russian person, so for me it's quite natural to be here. I'd like to just say thank you to you all for opening your country to me for the last 2 decades. And I'm sure in the beginning the Russians thought, who is she, why is she doing it, what's she doing? I'm sure there's plenty still think that. But I think after 21 years of me up and down those train tracks and so many minibuses and so many orphanages, I don't think anybody at this stage is worried about anything I do other than work with my team and love your Russian children. We have huge relationships with so many children. That started 21 years ago. And so our children, we've grown up with our children actually. And so we had a baby 2 days ago. Luba is the mama, and we're due another baby in the next 4 weeks, and Alla is going to be a mama. So both of these girls are in their 20s, and I've known them since they were 6, 7 years of age. So it's a pleasure for me to know you all. It's a pleasure for me to go into Russia. All my work in Russia is not in orphanages, of course, because I'm fundraising, I'm mixing with different levels of people everywhere. So some of my memories in Russia take me back. I went to Khakassia, and we were I remember swimming in this, is it Sayanogorsk River? And we were in a dacha in the snow, and it was just one of the most magical moments of my life. I had another one this year, about 6 hours north of Moscow, in a beautiful old Russian house, and there was a dacha there. We were on our way to see Santa Claus with an organisation called Missia, another lovely organisation in Russia run by a woman, beautiful woman, Margarita Buryak. And so, you know, I have fabulous friends all over Russia at every level. I've met ballerinas from the Bolshoi Ballet. I know Chupan Hamatova and the wonderful work her charity does. Andrei Malakov has been a very good friend of mine for a long, long time, and we talk very regularly. And I always try and see him when I'm in Moscow. I'm trying to talk him into coming to Ireland on a holiday with his son, so that at the moment that's one of my goals. Because I think the fresh air would do them good if they had a little cottage on the west coast of Ireland. They don't need posh hotels anywhere in the south of France. They need a cottage on the west coast of Ireland where the air is magnificent, as most of you know, because I'm sure you've all been there. So for me, my journey has been, of course it's been hard because we've had years like when we had Beslan. Then of course we took the people from Beslan to Ireland, and we built so many friendships on that journey. Of course the children for me are the highlight. Going to Moscow 2 years ago was one of my highlights, of course, with your president, where I received my medal, one of the biggest honours of my life. So there's not too many little Irish girls getting in to have their dinner in the Kremlin, and I was one of those. He was lovely to me, very nice. And I didn't really have conversations with them on the day about childcare because that's a longer conversation. They're doing much work, but there's a lot more to do. So there's an awful lot of children in the system that need to be looked after, and I do hope that I will be there until we see the closure of the final orphanage in Russia, because it's still a big problem, and we need to make sure that we look after those children because they are the future of Russia. So for me, it's just been a pleasure and an honour to be asked to talk today on this beautiful sunny day. I just thought I'd share something with you. When I got locked down at the beginning of COVID, I'm not a very good person to be locked down. So my husband is a carpenter, and so I decided, many years ago I decided I wanted to buy a dacha in Russia, but I wasn't allowed because for legal reasons I couldn't buy the soil or something. I could only buy the house. So I decided to build a dacha in my back garden. So I thought you might all enjoy this because I'm not sure how many Irish people have dachas in their back garden. So just to give you a quick look on what it's like. So here's the lovely woodwork that my husband has done. Actually, I'll show it to you over here, because he actually copied pictures from old Russian books, architecture books, just to do the design. And So it's very simple. It's only just a wooden shed in the back garden, and very small, and I'm planning to dine in it really. And then I'm a bit of a collector, so I have old stuff collected. So I've got old chairs. I bought chairs cheaply on Facebook, on all the marketplaces. I've been collecting old mirrors for the walls, and then I got an old chandelier, and I draped it in all old jewellery of not only friends of mine, but my daughter Sophie made this. If you can see this little monkey, she made it when she was about 8 years of age, when she was in a school in Russia. And then one of the children from the orphanage sent me her beady bracelet. So I have it covered in stuff that it will be very sentimental to me. So it's just, don't look out at the garden because it's in a mess at the moment. But my little dacha is very pretty. And I bet I'm the only Irish person in Dublin with a dacha attached to their house. So from my dacha on this beautiful sunny morning, thank you all for asking me to do this, and I hope you have a beautiful weekend, and hopefully we'll see a better world ahead. I spoke last night to the ex-president of Ireland, Mary McAleese. I partly interviewed her and on a fundraiser we're doing at the moment, and she thinks that we can all pull together, and she's a powerful woman, and get through this. It's going to be hard because businesses have been so badly affected, but at the same time I think if we all pull together, and we need more kindness in our world, we need more empathy for people, we need more respect for people, we need far less racism in our world. We see it in Russia, we see it in Ireland, not only America, and we all need to be much more respectful of the human beings that we live with on this very fragile planet. So congratulations today, and have a lovely day, and I'm going to have a cup of coffee in my dacha.